Today we're going to talk about how can we zoom in and zoom out of a graph. First, we need to actually graph something. I want you to click on y equals and we're going to type in our first equation, and we're going to make it pretty simple this time. Just a linear equation such as 2x plus 4. And then we're going to hit graph, and there's our equation. Now sometimes when we want to see what's happening with the graph further out than our 10 by 10 coordinate plane, we are going to zoom. Zoom is the middle gray button at the top of your calculator. Go ahead and click on zoom, and you have all of these options. Zoom in and out are what you're going to use most. So for instance, let's go ahead and zoom out. Option 3. Now you can either click the 3 button and it'll take you right to it, or you can scroll down to 3 and then press enter. Now, you have to press enter again for it to actually zoom out. And as you can see, it zoomed out a lot. A little too much for us. Let's try zooming back in, option 2. And for instance, I'll just press 2 this time. And then again, you've got to press enter for it to zoom in. And you can move your cursor and it'll help focus the area where you'd like to zoom. So I'm going to scroll down to where it looks like it's crossing the y-axis and press enter again. And there it has zoomed in really clearly on that exact location. It's kind of awesome. So let's try another one. Let's go back to y equals. Let's try an exponential function. So for instance, let's have 2 times 3, and we're going to raise it to the x power. Now press graph. Now if you notice, I'm still zoomed in. This does not help me very much because I can't really see what's going on. So we're going to go back to zoom, and we're going to go back to zoom standard. Zoom standard will take us back to our standard window. So option 6, and there we go. We are back at a 10 by 10 zoom. It looks like it's crossing the x-axis, but I can't really tell. So I'm going to zoom and go down to zoom in again. And this time I'm going to move my cursor a little over right about where all the action is happening. So I'm going to zoom up right there. And then I'm going to press enter. Sure enough, there we go. We can see a little bit more clearly now. And then when I'm done, zoom and 6. A couple of other options you should know about. Zoom square. That makes everything very tight, perfect square, which we were already at a 10 by 10, so we had done that. You have some other options as you get down here. These get a little bit more particular. Quadrant 1 is a great option, and that is just quadrant 1. So let's say you know you only need to be looking in that quadrant. I can just graph quadrant 1 and see what the function's doing there. Put my calculator back in standard mode, press zoom 6, and I'm right back where I started. All in all, the zoom feature is a great tool when you want to focus in on a specific value, or if you want to see what a function's doing zoomed way out. The zoom feature can do a lot for you. It allows you to focus in on a specific area of your graph and can help you answer a lot of questions. We'll see you next week. Bye.